Welcome to my very first answering clients' questions within 10 minutes. So I tried to record this before within 5, and no matter how hard I tried, I could not get it within 5. So you know what? We're just going to do within magic number 10. So this is the question that we're going to talk about today. And I got this as a text message from a client. It says, "Hi, Rachel. I had a thought to put a post on my Facebook business page asking for help spreading the word about our retreat and sharing the link to the event. My question is that acceptable within Facebook guidelines? I seem to remember they don't like redirecting people off Facebook. If you have a better strategy or recommendation, I'm interested to learn more." So when I get messages like this, what I could easily do is just look at that and I could just respond back to the main question. But I've found that there's always additional value to be added if you really dissect the message. So let's go ahead and do that. So the first thing it says is, I had a thought to put a post on my Facebook business page asking for help spreading the word about our retreat. So here's the thing with that, is you don't ever really want to put things on a business page asking for help unless it's for a charity or an event or to support someone. The reason why is this, is your social media pages is really your marketing piece. It is your first version kind of a website or another version of your website. So you want the content on there to constantly be for people who could be prospects, current clients, past clients, referral partners to learn more about what you do and why you're the expert. So going on that page and saying, "Hey, help us spread the word about this event," it can come off as either you're not good enough, you can't fill events, you need help. So we want to keep that as far away from your business as possible. Now, what you can do is post about your event on your business page, and then you can share it onto your personal page. And then that's where you can do the ask, because you're asking for your network. So that is where you can say, "Hey, we're at 6 people, we need 12, or whatever it is. Please help us." So you can ask when you have that relationship in the personal network. Now you want to be careful because you don't want to overflood constantly your network like that, because they won't pay attention to it anymore. So you want to be really cautious of how often and how much you're asking for help in that way. The other thing you can do is you can take the post on your business page about the event and you can share that in a direct message. So that would look like either to a person or to a group message or something like that. Now within the message, you want to do 2 things. You want to make it super easy for them, and you want to give options. People love options. It's kind of a choose your own adventure on how you feel best about helping me kind of thing. So this is how that can go. Is option 1 can be, can you share this link through text message or email with people you think it might help? And if you do that, you want to make sure you put the exact link to the event. Again, make it easy for them. 2 is you can say to them, "Can you please go to this post and tag anyone that you think might find this beneficial?" So then you want to make sure that you put the link. So it's really easy. And this is the link to the post that you talked about that event on your business page. So when you click share on a post, you can pull the link, and then you want to copy that link into that message. The third option is really important. This option is, if you're not sure who to invite or are unclear what this event is, we would love to answer those questions. Then you want to give them ways and times to contact you. So a lot of times people won't contact because they're afraid it's a bad time, or it's after hours, or it's the weekend. So you really want to make it easy for them. Contact me anytime, I'm up late, I'm doing this. Give them options to ways they can contact you and make them feel completely comfortable in contacting you. Because a lot of times that's what happens is, we as the person who's putting on the event or the person who has our business, we just assume everyone understands it, but a lot of times people don't. So giving people the option to be able to learn more is a way to open up and get more referrals that way. So that is talking about the first kind of thing we talked about, was spreading the word about and asking for that help. Now, again, if I just would have gone and answered the main question, I would have just missed everything I just shared with you, which is why it's important to really go section by section by section. So the question is it acceptable within Facebook guidelines? It seems to remember they don't like redirecting people off Facebook. 100% right. Facebook does not like people going off of Facebook. They like the little Facebook ecosystem. So if you post out about 5% of your content, you're usually completely fine. So 5% of your posts or links out, totally acceptable. And I have not seen Facebook penalize for anything like that. Now, how you can get away with having less links out is by doing like events within Facebook. And then when I go to that, it has the link out to the event. So you can kind of look, depending on what you're doing, if you can use anything within Facebook to then, link to in your post that then links out. So just something to kind of consider on that. Now, some people right now are going, oh my gosh, Rachel, I blog, I vlog, I write articles, like I want to link them out. So you kind of really need to decide what is time versus effort and where that break point is. So if you are posting articles and you want to post the links out to all your articles and it's easy that way, just do it. Don't worry about as much about the algorithm. If you want to, you can do a little synopsis of it with an image, and then in the comments put a link out and say in the comments is the link. You can do things like that if you feel so inclined. Some people have done it where they said, click the picture to get the link, and then they put the link in the description of the photo. So there's other things you can kind of do to play around. It just depends if you have the time and it's worth the input to do all that. And what I mean by the input is the amount of time you put in, you're going to get that money back because of the value. Now, during research on clients' posts, I will tell you that usually posts with photos, let's say if one got 11%, if I added a link in there, it usually drops down to about 6%. So you're probably losing half of your organicness by putting a link in because the Facebook likes that ecosystem. Just something to think about. For me, I have noticed that if I post a YouTube video, like if I record a video like this and then post it on Facebook, I'll hardly get any interaction. But if I record it and upload it straight to Facebook, it gets more. Again, you just have to figure out where that balance is and what works for you. So any other strategies or better recommendations of how to do this? The biggest recommendation I have is that you really want your page to have really good content. You want to be helpful. You want to have information. And then have your website set up to where if someone goes to your site to check you out because now they're interested in you, it shows right away your events. It shows right away the next steps, like right up there in front. I know this client that sent me this doesn't have that all set up yet, but we haven't really started working together yet. So we are set to start in a few weeks, but just who I am, I start getting value right away. So I'm answering these questions now, even though we're not technically started yet. But that's one of the first things I'm going to be looking at is that flow. Because when I went to their site, I really didn't get all these events until he sent me a direct link. And when that happened, I was like, it took me to a sub-site on a sub-theme. So those can be integrated. There's probably reasons they're using it. And so we're just going to integrate what they have just a little more seamlessly. You also can put links to like your events and stuff within your descriptions on your Facebook page, Instagram, that kind of thing. They make little mini kind of link pages where you would have links to all your stuff. You might have seen those on Instagram. People sometimes use them. If you're interested in that, how do you have one short URL, then when someone goes to it, it goes to a list of how they can contact you and quick links. Let me know. I'm happy to do a video on that. But that's another way is you can put into all of your abouts the information or the link to straight to your events. And then on your post, you can talk about it and say the link to sign up is in our about. So that's another way you can kind of link out without putting the link in the post. Direct them where it is. It's on our front page of our website. It's in our about information, whatever it is. So yes, it does take them an extra little step, but it's okay. Also on like Facebook, there's a Facebook button. You can change your Facebook button to be sign up, and that can go to your event page sign up. So a lot of people have it as going to their website or something like that. You can change it as many times as you want. So if you want to change it to be a sign up button, you can do that as well. So it's being a little creative of where you can put the links, and then also looking at the flow of how people will get from you to the event. Helpful information to wanting to work with you to sign up for your event. So we are right at 10 minutes, so I got a jet, but I hope that has been valuable and help. Please let me know any thoughts you have.